Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present you with my Triumph TR7. It actually runs and it doesn't leak water, and I am so excited. And it runs smooth now. Still need a little tune-up, but I want to share. So here we go. Here it is, and it is dark. It's like 10 something at night. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I've done all this wonderful work, which is hard to see, but I have my trusty old light right there, and there she is, a little dirty. But I'm gonna roll around here, and there's the interior. There's my helpful helper over there. For those of you wondering, that's my daily driver right over there, dirty. Okay, so I am going to get in, and I'm going to fire this up. And you can see for yourselves what it sounds like. Oops. Turn the wheel. There we go. Hope this sounds right. Oh, and now of course it won't start. There we go. Probably just a little flooded. I still need to tweak the carbs some. Can't see the lights at all. But it sounds cool. So yeah, there we go. In a nutshell, that's my Triumph TR7, and I'm pretty thrilled. The water pump doesn't leak, the fuel doesn't leak, the thing idles and runs nicely, and I'm pretty happy after having rebuilt the whole engine myself. Not too shabby. Now I just need to fix the clutch, because its throw is really short, and then take it for a test drive. Over and out! Unfortunately, when you get this dual Weber carb kit from, well, that says Redline, that's a Weber carb though. This is from Moss Motors, I believe. Oh no, it was Pierce Manifolds, that's right. This is who I bought these from. And they are the ones who make these guys. Those are great. Those are really nice manifolds. The problem is they don't give you any instructions on what to do with all these parts. So here I have these nice linkages. These are obviously for connecting here to control the carbs, but there's a lot of I don't know where this goes kind of happening. There's a little bag of nondescript parts here. Don't know about those. These obviously are going to likely get mounted on here, maybe? I don't know. Maybe these are choke related. Who knows? So I've looked online, I've asked around, I can't find any instructions, so whatever, I guess. I'm just going to go out right now and go ahead and attach the manifolds on there. These all come with nice new gaskets, which is good, so I'm going to go ahead and go out there and install those guys. Don't know if I'm going to have to use the existing bolts, probably do, because I don't really think that, oh wait a minute, actually I may want to do some work on these first. Probably going to have to screw these in so that I can mount the carbs to them. So yeah, I got a lot of things to figure out, so let's get to figuring some stuff out. Alright, so here's what I've determined so far. These bolts go here, and these if you know what these are called, would you post the name of them into the comments? There's basically a captive ball joint here, and it's a like a U-joint. It's some sort of a joint. I believe that this is how this is going to work. So this bar is going to connect the two carburetors together. There are 3 of these. One of them is here on the floor. And one of them is going to be attached to the accelerator cable, which is going to be hooked into and screwed onto this, which mounts to one of the carbs, thusly. Actually, I gotta remember to put that on one of the carbs when I screw the things on here. So that'll go like that, probably on the outer somehow. I'm not sure yet how this is supposed to be positioned, but that is going to be what controls the carbs anyway. So this will rock there, and obviously it goes through both of those. So at the moment I'm trying to decide, do I want to go ahead and just kind of loosely mount these guys onto these, or what? I should probably, if I knew what I was doing, I would probably go ahead and mount the intake manifolds onto the intake manifold, and then hook this setup up, and then attach the carbs. But since I'm not exactly sure how this is all going to go together, I'm just going to loosely attach these. I'm going to try to determine where I think this is going to have to go, because it could face down this way. Like if this is the left side carb, it could theoretically go on like that. Oh no, it won't. Unless, well, I guess it could if it sits on top of the carb. So let's see if I can do that. If there's, I don't think that's gonna work though. Cause yeah, it won't. Cause the problem there, obviously, it's not meant to go that way because this gets in the way here. So this will have to go this way, but on top of the carburetor. So like, yeah. Oops, so terrible at filming and trying to do things at the same time. So that'll go like that. And well, I'll figure that shit out. Anyway, so that's where I'm at on this. There's some really incredible bird activity going on in this tree right here. I don't know if it's visible on the camera or not. They are so cute. They're little black, tiny little black things. And they are all over the tree next door there. And they're just singing away. They're just so happy. They're so cute. I'm at this point now where I need to figure out exactly where my accelerator linkage is going to go. I've got my cable. It's the blue line there. And this I have currently mounted right here to hold it, but the problem is that there's really nowhere for that to go. And the other challenge is figuring out which way these should go. Like, should they pull downward? It seems like seems like this linkage should go this way and pull like that. But if that's the case, that doesn't make much sense. So I have some figuring out to do still. Well, she's a little dirty everywhere else, but they're coming along. Still trying to iron out the linkages here, but so far so good. I mean, those are pretty neat looking carburetors. So that is what they are going to look like, at least pretty close to it, once they're all finally installed. Several years ago when I bought this car, I paid $500 for it, and I rebuilt the motor myself. I have pictures of that I'll include somehow, but she's a good little motor. She's got some good power for being a little four-banger. So I'm looking forward to getting her back on the road. I did do, just ignore that top. I did do the rear suspension already, new springs and struts back there, or shocks, whatever. And then on the front, I still need to do springs and struts. And I have a steering rack for it too that I hope to install if it's not too much trouble. But anyway, man, she needs a good cleaning, that's for sure. She's a good little car. I really will miss it probably, but you know, gotta make way for other things, I guess. Alright, so I did want to show you guys, I think I did figure out the best way to hook this carb linkage up. So let me get these guys out of the way. And so what I've done is I've connected I don't know if this is going to be the best way to do this, but it does work for now. So when you pull this lever, it does pull and open, but it only goes to about this far. It should go further, so I'm probably going to need to move this little guy up one more, or somehow figure out a different way to do this. I don't know. I think normally this one mount is for just connecting straight to one of these, but it also seems to be, there's a third one of these guys in the kit, which is also possibly to be connected to that, but the only downside to that is I don't really have anywhere else to connect it. And I took out the center right there mounts mechanism that was the original kind of clamp thing, but it was very bulky and stuff, so I just took it out of there. Another problem with this kit that I believe is going to be a factor is that, as you can see, there's two inlets for the carbs. Obviously each one's going to have its own inlet. Problem is I only have one outlet coming from the fuel pump, so while I can run one of those to one of them, I'm going to have to find a Y adapter to split that off, unless there were a way to remove one of these and, you know, plugs here and run an output to the other carb. I don't think that would be really the best way to do it though. So I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna handle that particular conundrum, challenge, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, anyway, that's where things are at the moment. Just gonna put that there for now to keep that from drying out. I do need to find a way to reroute the vacuum to the vacuum advance, and I'm not sure how I want to do that. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna get a piece of vacuum hose and run it straight to this guy right here. I don't know if there's any vacuum. Now there are two ported vacs on the fronts of these guys. I don't know what I'm going to do with those. I'll probably have to block them off. Unless there's... I can't remember. I'll have to check my pictures to see if there's other vacuum hanging out here. I don't think so, though. I think pretty much I have this this vacuum that goes to the brake booster. I need to hook that up. And then there should be probably a vacuum to the EGR, but I may just leave that disconnected. I don't know. We'll see. Essentially what that does is it allows hot air to come up into here, or recirc air. That's right. It's blow by or whatever. I don't know. Freaking know. Whatever. So anyway, just keeping these on here to keep that clean. And that is the update on the TR7 as it stands. I do have some work to do down in there, but I'm basically just getting it all back together and cleaned up and gonna sell it. Oh man, alright, are you ready? Check this out. So there she is, alright. All rebuilt, all put in. Yes, there is a hose in the radiator right there, and the reason why is because the TR7 has a wacky, pain in the ass water pump. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there, and it's a ditch. So anyway, that leaks, and so I'm just keeping water in there for now. I've been working on this thing for a long time, and I've been trying to get it started up here recently, and check this out. A little bit rough right now, but I am gonna dial it in and eventually it'll run pretty good, I think. Plus I need to fix the water pump again. I put a new one in there, but I guess I put something wrong, so I have to pull it apart. But anyway, the cool thing is I rebuilt that motor all myself and it runs. Woohoo! Hell yeah, dude. Hell